Hey y'all. Well, got a little bit of a treat today. Be smoking some Frog Morton. I've never had this before, and you can't get this anymore. They don't make it anymore. Frog Morton blends were made by McClelland, and McClelland had to shut down their business, close their doors. Couldn't make tobaccos anymore. And a lot of people really liked some of the blends that they made, including this one, the Frog Morton line. Frog Morton made a couple of blends. They had Frog Morton Cellar, Frog Morton on the Town, and I think this one specifically is Frog on a Log. But a lot of people really like these blends and miss them greatly. And unfortunately, I never was able to smoke any McClelland blends, including the Frog Mortons. McClelland apparently was known for their Virginias. They made some really good Virginia blends, and their Virginias supposedly had a really cool, deep ketchup-y smell. And it was just the type of leaf that they used, the type of leaf that they selected. And it aged really well and just has a really good reputation, McClelland Virginias. And Frog Morton tobaccos too. I think this is a Latakia blend, but I've never had it. And this tin has already been opened. So where did I get it? Well, this actually came from an estate of somebody that was close to me. And at the time, I've had this for years. This little tin right here, I've had this for years and years and years. And at the time, I was able to get some things, and I didn't even know what I was getting. And this was one of them. This was a tin that was already open on the table. And in fact, I think the person was in the middle of smoking this when they died. And I just grabbed this one, and I got some other tobaccos too that they don't make anymore from that same time. But at the time, I didn't know what I had. And now that I've got more into pipe smoking and I've learned a lot about tobaccos and the history of blends and things, I've learned about Frog Morton blends. And I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna smoke it. Now it's already open, like I say, and I didn't know anything about jarring tobacco either. When I got this, it's been in this tin for over 10 years in my possession, and who knows how long it had been opened, before then. So it's really dry, but it still smells great, and I'm gonna smoke it. I'm gonna smoke it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. We're gonna see what Frog Morton had to offer when they were around, you know. I really like the advertising, the marketing of the Frog Morton line. I love the artwork. That's really, really cool. It reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to read the Frog and Toad books and loved them a lot. It reminds me of that. It also reminds me of the children's books from the early 1900s, the Beatrix Potter, the late 1800s, early 1900s Beatrix Potter books about the animals that were alive. I really like those. I used to read those, and it reminds me of that too. The artwork does. That's pretty cool. He's smoking his pipe there. So, but I feel lucky to have this, and I'm gonna fire it up and just sort of tell you what it tastes like and what I'm tasting. Got a pipe packed here. This is a Butz Choquin. I actually got this pipe from the same estate. I generally smoke Latakia blends in this pipe. So real quick before we fire it up, let's get a tin note. How about that? Like I say, it's old. It's been open for who knows how long. You can hear it. It's pretty dry. Leathery, smoky, woodsy, a little bit of barbecue. Definitely smells some Latakia. Creamy, but at the same time pungent. And to be as old and as dry as it is, I would say the jar note is very strong, or the tin note is really strong. I mean, it's just, it's there for sure. It's a nice bouquet though of wood, smoky campfire, leather, like a leather shop, like if you're at a festival somewhere and they have one of those little booths that makes leather belts and leather bags and things, and they stamp them out right there for you, and that smell, it's got that, like that real strong leathery smell, and a little bit of a barbecue meat smell too. It's really good. I don't know anything about Frog Morton other than what I've read online, you know, the fabled things you hear. I don't know anything about frog on a log specifically. So I don't really know the components, exactly what's in this. I can tell you it's definitely got latakia in it. So I'm gonna fire it up and I'll tell you what it tastes like. Using my Zakar lighter. Wow, it's like a leathery barbecue. It's spicy. Leather, spice, faint, meaty barbecue. Getting a lot of leather and spice up front though. It is exceptionally creamy. Yep. Smoky and leathery, but also creamy and a little bit of like buttery. Very smooth, very smooth. No rough edges at all. The latakia is, even though it's spicy and smoky and leathery, it's very smooth. It's going down well. So, I don't know how long Frog Morton pipe tobacco has been being made before it was discontinued. I know I like the marketing, I like the idea of Frog Morton himself, you know, frog smoking a pipe like this dude. So it says Frog Morton pipe tobacco, an exceptionally rich, smooth, and dark latakia mixture for the pipe. Frog Morton pipe tobacco. It took Frog Morton 4 years to perfect this unique blend, which is full and yet mild. It is his proudest achievement. Manufactured by McClelland Tobacco Company, Kansas City, Missouri, USA. 50-gram tin. is really smoky and creamy. Not getting a whole lot of sweetness, but there is some spice, which is really nice. A good, almost like a kitchen spice a little bit. Yeah, it's always terrible when blends leave us, and I guess it happens all the time, you know, and it's sad. And you know, we can sell our blends, and that's fine. You can stock up on them all you want, but you know, when they're gone, and it's just even though you may have some more of it, it's sort of a rotation. Blends come and blends go, you know. I feel lucky to have this, and there's probably, I don't know, there might be 2 more bowls left in here, and it's getting down to the crumbly stuff. That's what it looks like. It's really dark. I don't see a date or anything on this tin. There's some numbers on the bottom, 453615. Yeah, I don't know what that means. There's no actual date of manufacture. Yeah. Creamy, leathery, smoky, a little spicy. There's almost like a weedy, muddy sort of undertone to this. Sort of a pungent earth, maybe. Yeah, blends go, and some other manufacturers thankfully will pick them up and make them and reproduce them to the best of their ability. And you know, I feel like as pot smokers, we're grateful to manufacturers that do that make these blends that we're around, that people love so much. And not only can some of those people get them again, but us as younger pipe smokers can enjoy them, you know, and that's always good. So maybe somebody will pick up the Frog Morton blends. I feel like it's a great idea. It would be a hit if somebody were to pick these up with the tin art. And I mean, I can tell you the quality of the blend speaks for itself. It's really, this blend itself, I can say it's a nice, it all comes together really nice. There's the smoke and the leather, but it's such a creamed fashion. It's really, really good. I'll give it a tamp here. But yeah, I feel like somebody would do well to pick up the Frog Morton blends. Maybe they can't get the recipes, you know, or maybe they can't get the rights to the name or the rights to the tin art, but I'm sure some people have recreated it and called it something else. Every now and then you get like a earthy sort of barbecue taste. And I tell you, it just goes to show you too that I'm sort of a stickler about my tobaccos. When I open a tin, I smoke it, and I immediately put everything in a jar. I immediately jar everything up, and you know, I'm really serious about that. I don't like a whole lot of time to pass between the time I open a tin and the time it's jarred up. But this has been in this tin in a drawer for 10 years at least. And here I am smoking it, and it tastes good. It's dry. It's burning good, but it is dry. And I'm sure it's lost some of its flavor, some of its nuance, but is it's still got a nice smoky leathery pop, and that probably speaks to the quality of the tobacco to start with. Frog Morton, McClelland. Like I say, people really loved McClelland's blends. McClelland Christmas Cheer, that's one that a lot of people like, and that would be a cool one to get your hands on. Or, you know, I'd love to smoke some of those Virginias. I hear they're really good, ketchupy, and good. But yeah, I mean, I'm all about jarring it up, and here this blend is sitting in this tin, just drying to a crisp, and it's fine. I should probably jar the rest of this up. This last 2 bowls. Yeah, as I'm going down, it's getting like a muddy, earthy, almost incense-y quality to it. Yeah. I don't know how old this is, but I wonder about the Latakia in it. I wonder if it was old enough to have gotten some Syrian Latakia in it. Because as far as I know, I haven't smoked any of that stuff. I do have some other older blends tinned up that may have some of that in it, but I wonder if this specifically, the Latakia in it, is some of the last bit of Syrian they had around at the time. I wonder, you know, because this is really creamy. A lot of the Latakias that seems like I smoke they're great, and maybe they're all young, but they're loud and sort of spiky, if you will. This isn't like that at all. This is really smooth. This is really almost velvety smooth smokiness. Could be the age. Even the retrohale is smooth, and it's on the retrohale, it's almost like a smoky candy sort of scent going on through the retrohale. Very nice. Yeah, Frog Morton, good stuff. It's a shame that I can't get any more of this. Well, thank y'all so much for watching this presentation. I really appreciate it. Feel free to drop a comment. Let us know if you smoked Frog Morton pipe tobacco, any of them. If you smoked this one, Frog on the Log, let us know what you think about it. Let me know what you think about what I think about it. Be glad to hear your thoughts on this tobacco and Frog Morton and McClelland. Like this content if you dig it. Subscribe to the channel. Another thing you can do, if you want to, is tell other pipe smokers about this content, okay? We really appreciate that. See y'all next time.